I'm really excited about today's episode because I've known Michael for a very long time, and whenever I was starting the idea for the show, he was one of the first people that came to mind, because I know he has such a good story, and he really has, started from the bottom and built up this great business. And I just want people to be able to watch and then see that you really can do anything. It doesn't matter what your starting point is. It really doesn't. It matters what you do to get to where you need to go. It matters how focused you are. It matters how much time you put in, because you are not your circumstances in that point. You have complete control over your life and your life choices. Or would you say life's choices? So I'm excited about what he has to say today. I know he can make a difference, and that's all I want. That's all I want with this show, is to make a difference. Welcome to the Amanda Hoyle Show. Today I am sitting with Michael Walker in Tried and True Tattoo. We are going to talk a little bit about life. Michael, thank you so much for letting us come in here and take over your lobby.
You're welcome.
Tell us a little bit about where we are.
We're in Front Royal. It's a cozy little town right outside of D.C. It's home.
And how long have you been in this location?
Since November of last year.
Okay.
We purchased the building and gutted it and redid it, and here we are.
What made you decide to start tattooing?
Tattooing, the whole experience, the procedure, the feeling, the smell, everything about it. I really enjoy it, and that's what ultimately got me into doing tattoos.
And did you start tattooing really young?
I did my first tattoo. I was just turned 17. I did my first real one. Actually, my first tattoo that I did was on a buddy of mine when I was 12, but that doesn't count. That was before.
You tattooed somebody when you were 12?
I did.
Okay, well now you have to share. How did that happen?
We were hanging out, and my buddy wanted a little cross on his hand.
Oh my God.
And I did it.
What did you use?
Indian ink and a needle and thread. It was old school.
So it's just been in you to want a tattoo, like from the very beginning. That's pretty awesome. I used to do that to myself, though.
Yeah.
I used to dig with a needle and pour ink in. I don't think that was...
It's not safe.
No.
But it's, it's life, I guess.
I was probably about 12.
Yeah.
Okay, so talk to me about where you got your start.
A
Can
small,
we talk about that?
Yeah, sure. A small shop here in Front Royal. Rebels Tattoo. It was over behind the flea market, of all places. The dude was an old school biker. Definitely mentored me when I was younger, and a father figure, and that's where I started. I was 16 when I started there.
So you started there when you were 16. I mean, that's not what normal 16-year-olds are doing, right? I mean, were you there all the time?
Yes, all day. I had a job at night as well for my apprenticeship. I worked 11 to 7 every night and 11 to 7 at the shop. And it was just a way for me to get away and practice art and just feel normal. You know what I mean? Just to do something with myself other than nothing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I've known you for a really long time, and I know you're a super good guy.
Thanks.
I mean, tell us a little bit about, like, how do you get to be Michael Walker? What makes you so giving? Like, what is it?
Honestly, being giving is going without. It's a part of life. It's when when I was younger, and a lot of kids are, go through it too. Things were tight, things were hard, but I think that kind of helps you not be greedy. Greed's poison, man. It's what's wrong with a lot of people. So, just be humble, be nice, be proud of yourself, just be happy that we're all here. I mean, every day is going to be a struggle. Every day is going to get harder, but it's okay. It's a part of it.
Do you feel like you had a lot of struggles to get to this point?
Absolutely. I still deal with struggle, but I mean, more so when I was younger. More so when, the thought of not knowing is terrifying at times. But, I mean, struggle's a part of it. You got to accept it and you got to excel with it. That's all you got to do.
So kids that might be watching this right now that maybe are going through a bit of a struggle,
dude,
no matter what it is.
No matter what it is, it sucks. But it's a part of it, and it's what makes you stronger. It's what makes you kind of fuel life. I mean, struggle is a part of it. It's struggle. It is what it is, really. I mean,
But it's not the end.
No,
that's what I worry about, though, is a lot of kids when they're like, they've got it really bad when they're 7, 8, 9, 10, or when they're, just turning teenagers, and they just think like that's what they're destined for the rest of their life.
Absolutely. And it's easy to think that way. I mean, you're young, you don't really know. I mean, you learn every day. Even if you're 70 years old, you're still learning. I mean, that's what life, you gotta take the good with the bad, and struggle it sucks, but ultimately it's what gets me to the next day is that thought of overcoming that struggle. Mm-hmm. You know what I mean? And when you're younger, and there's always someone, I know it sounds cliche, but there's always someone dealing with worse stuff.
Right.
You know what I mean?
I agree.
There's children without water. There's mm-hmm. children without heat. There's children without any role model, any parent, anything good in their life. But you gotta keep going, because you'll always find good if you keep your head in the right area, in the right place.
And it's hard when they're young because they don't have control over those things. But but as you get older, you have more control over your life and your choices that you make.
Yes, you do.
And that's why you are here mm-hmm. and not somewhere else.
Mm-hmm. It's easy to go down that path. It's easy to give up. It's easy to, start using drugs or start, just being angry with people. Mm-hmm. But once you can control it, once you can get it in your grasp, then it's up to you to excel and and be who you want to be, really.
I got to know how you stayed focused, though, because I'm sure in the tattooing industry there's a lot of temptation there. Mm-hmm. And you were able to make it all the way through that because you started tattooing when you were 17, right? Mm-hmm. And you've worked in multiple different tattoo shops.
I have.
How did you stay focused?
I guess the goal at the end of the tunnel, to own my own shop and to run a shop the way that I think it should be ran.
Right.
So I guess that's in a professional standpoint, in a business standpoint, and in that part of my life is just wanting to show people the way that I think it should be done.
Right.
Not for my own enjoyment, just because there's a lot of stigmas about tattoo shops and things of that nature, but it really is. It's all about art. It's about running something that brings people happiness.
Yeah.
And structure's good too. So.
Yeah. No, I love coming into your shop because it's so clean.
It is. We keep it clean.
I like to bring my kiddos in here.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
They like to watch the process. Mm-hmm. I might have a little tattooer on my hands.
Mm-hmm. That'd be good.
I'm gonna send them here.
That's good. We can do it.
Let's talk about you, Michael. I want to talk about you because I know that so many people know you, but what is something they don't know about you? I mean, you have people coming in and out of here all the time. What do you want them to really know about you?
I'm a happy person. I love what I do. I love being a part of their lives too. I love vacations. I don't know.
I love vacations.
I do. I like vacations.
You know what I love that you told me one time is how it makes you feel when you tattoo somebody. That is something very sacred.
It's the most sacred thing that you can do. You're changing the person's presence forever.
Yeah.
You are. They're also at a point in their lives that they're ready for change. They're ready to change something about them, and a tattoo helps them do that. It's self-expression. It's one of the only things that won't go. I mean, it's permanent. It's forever. It's a part of that person through all their struggles and all their stuff, all their life and their family. I mean, it's there.
And you don't take that lightly. That's what
No,
I love that.
Absolutely not. It's very personal, and I love it. I really do.
Okay, I have a couple of my regular questions that I like to ask. And the first one is, what would you say to somebody who wanted to get started in the tattoo industry?
Do it. Go for it. Get in. It's difficult. I'm not gonna lie. It's difficult to get into, but you have to present yourself as a person that wants to do it. Like you have to. You gotta have your duckies in a row. You gotta have a portfolio. You gotta be focused. You gotta really want it to do it. It's a lot of things in life, but especially something that it's a small community of people that I believe all have the same thoughts on it. They all look at it as a very serious process. You know what I mean? So if you want to get into it, don't talk about it, be about it. Go for it.
And just draw?
Draw your butt off.
Draw.
Yeah.
Tattoo a pig?
Tattoo pigskin, tattoo a orange, tattoo a honeydew. But you gotta also know, like, if you just jump right into it and get the equipment and do that direction, that angle, it's frustrating. So I would recommend getting into the proper shop.
Yeah.
That can show you the proper technique and the right clean room, the right habits, the right way of doing it.
Right.
Yeah.
Next question. I want to know what you would tell 17-year-old Michael. I mean, did you visualize all of this then? Did you have any idea that you would be right here?
Not a clue. Not even what would I tell myself? I would tell myself probably, honestly, less party and more focusedness. Not that I partied a lot, and I focused a lot then, but I wish I would have focused more. Same thing I would have told my, and that's not just tattooing, that's high school, that's relationships with people, that's everything. More focus, less party, less baloney. You know what I mean?
Yeah, and did you party a lot? I wish I could remember, but
I did. I mean, it depends
but
on who
you
you ask.
worked a lot too.
I worked more than anyone else I knew at my age. I worked more, yes, and I wish I'd have done it even more.
Really?
Yes, absolutely.
To
get ready for adult life, to get ready for raising children and running a household and treating a spouse correctly. I wish I would have focused more. You know what I mean?
But don't be hard on yourself about that.
No,
because you gotta live.
You do. It's easy it's easy to get off the path though.
Yeah.
And not saying that I got off the path, but I wasn't as focused as I wanted to be.
Okay. Well, you're here now.
We are here.
We
are here.
I think you've done pretty good.
Thanks. I'm very proud. I'm very happy, and I'm excited about the future.
What is the future?
Future, have more kids. That's my future. Happiness. That's the future. That's what I'm aiming for. Is happiness.
Yeah. Bigger shop or no? You're happy here.
I'm happy here. Yeah, I'm proud of this place. Maybe a shop on the coast. Maybe something close to the ocean. Mm-hmm. But this is perfect. We're in the mountains. It's home.
Yeah, it is. I love being in.
I do too.
Hey, I want to point something out because I love that you said duckies. Because you're a daddy. You said duckies.
Duckies. Yeah.
Get your duckies in order.
Yep. You get new slang when you're a dad.
Hey, how has being a dad changed you with running a shop?
It has taught me patience, having children.
Yeah.
It's taught me yes. It is. It's a patience game. And it also makes me go to work. If you think about it, I mean, kids, and I mean it in a good way. I mean, once you have those kind of responsibilities, like undevoted love and attention to a child, that's what makes you go to work. That's what makes you adult.
Yeah.
That's it. If I didn't have children, I probably would not be adulting.
Oh, well, you know, and something else that I like to say, because I know this is for me, but just talking about the struggles you'd had, you want to make sure they don't have.
Absolutely not. I don't want them to go through any of that kind of stuff.
Yeah.
I don't want them to be, per se, bratty or spoiled, but I do want them to know that their parents, whether you're a single parent or not, I mean, they will take care of you ultimately. It's something that I'm very proudful for. I'm very happy that I get to be their dad. And
Yeah.
I'm proud that I get to provide for them.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? It's exciting.
No, that's good. Okay, so final question. I asked you what you would tell somebody who wanted to start tattooing, but do you have like advice in general just for like maybe even the younger population, like just starting anything?
Absolutely. When you're young, and it's easy to go either way. And what I mean by either way is the right path or the wrong path for that individual. Society will try to make you a certain way. They will try to, for me, tattooing, when you tell, it's a good thing that I had a really awesome, grandmother and mother and stuff. They told me to go for it. They told me to be happy, and if that's the direction I go, then go. But when it's something not mainstream, when tattooing, when you tell your grandmother, hey, I want to be a tattoo artist, probably the first thought in her mind was like, oh no. Is that a real career? Can he actually make a real career out of it?
Right.
But she was down, she had my back, she told me to go for it, so I did. But so what I would tell anyone younger, there are a lot of temptations, a lot of things that can kind of hiccup yourself, especially when you're learning to be who you're going to be. You know what I mean? And if you stop learning now, it's poison. It's one of those things. I got to think. I guess what I would tell a younger child, a younger person, is that society will try to make them a certain way.
Right.
And if they don't want to be that, then don't be that.
Oh,
be
man,
yourself.
I agree.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Just because old popular Johnny's got some drugs at a party, it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter.
Right.
You don't have to do that just because you want to be the popular kid or you want more friends. I mean, well, I've also noticed that your true friends, they're always there for you, no matter what. You know what I mean? And I guess just don't let people mold yourself. You need to do that. You need to mold yourself in the adult and the person you want to be.
That is like the best advice ever.
I think it's not terrible.
Hey, you know what though about your grandma? Is it even worse to just walk up to her door with the tattoo or to say I'm going to be a tattoo artist?
It used to be.
My grandma didn't take that so
you're right. Well. It used to be kind of sketchy. You used to kind of be like, you try to hide it. You try to.
Right.
But now she just, sometimes she asks me, you got any new ones? No, it's cool.
And you gave her first
tattoo.
tattoo.
One, yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
Very good.
She's a G, man. She's a G.
She's a G.
She is.
My grandma's okay now. She said it's come to be expected at this point.
It's all about life.
Yeah.
You gotta be yourself, man.
I agree.
Yeah.
That's like the best advice ever.
Yeah, got to.
All right, everybody watching, if you want to follow Michael, what's your Instagram handle?
Mike Walker Tattoos.
There you go.
Yep.
If you want to follow the shop,
Tried and True Tattoos 13.
I'll link all that in the description.
Yep.
Anything else? You know what? I think you should give us like a quick tour.
Come on, let's do it.
Okay, let's do a quick tour.
Okay.
All right. Show me where the magic happens.
This is the magic.
Even though I already kind of know.
You do. It's one of the workstations. We have 5 here.
Do you see this? Who did this, Smiley?
Yeah, she did it for everybody's station.
Aww. Very good.
Yeah, I mean, this is the area. This is where dreams come true.
It looks really good.
Thanks, I like it.
I'm pretty proud of you, Michael.
Thanks. I think it's pretty awesome.
Yeah, I love it here. It's a good feel. You're right about what you said about the vibe and the smell. It keeps people coming back.
It does.
Yeah.
And it doesn't hurt to be friendly. And it doesn't hurt to be humble. A lot of people forget that.
Yeah.
They forget about, we're all kind of lucky to be here in the first place, so why not enjoy it?
A lot of times people are afraid to walk into tattoo shops.
Yes, that is the hardest part. Well, it used to be something very intimidating. It was more of a bad boy, bad girl vibe, more of a outlaw vibe, but now it's mainly focused on art.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
And it should be.
And it should be.
And people should also not feel scared to come in here because they should bring their kids in here for their ears to get pierced, not in the middle of the mall.
Not in the middle of the mall. It can be a little dicey.
Yeah.
But, yeah, no, I agree.
And then I did have one more question to ask. Somebody wanting their first tattoo, what do you tell them? I
tell them to, usually I tell the person to sit on their idea for an extended period of time. Make sure it's what they want. Make sure it's something they can live with. I also tell them to, go for it.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Go for it. I mean, if that's where they're at in their life and they want to, they want to change and blossom and do that, then do it. Go for it.
Yeah, go for it. I'm with you. Go for it. Awesome. Well, thank you so much.
You're welcome.
I'm going to take a hug.
Okay.
That's a wrap. That's a wrap.
Thank you. Hopefully it turned out pretty fly.
I think so. Was that good?
Yeah, that was awesome.
Okay.
Good way to end it.
Thank you, Marissa. Oh, good.
This is what I found.
Good. I'll take
Really?
orange, I guess.
Thanks.
Great. Oh, it's dirty.
Oh, yeah, it is.
Oh, great. It's
I wonder why it's dirty. You gonna wash it?
No, just sit down. We're going to fake.
We're gonna fake the cups. What if I'm like, start tossing there?
Okay. Thank you for the laugh. I needed that.
You gotta relax, man. We're just talking.
I know. We're good.
You make me nervous.
I'm not nervous. I just got to figure out what to say. Okay. Here we go. I'm going.
Did you know your questions either?
Mm-mm.
Oh my God.
Oh man, I'm a rebel.
My kids get off school at 3.
Okay, ready? Here we go.